What's up, YouTube? I've said that, and I don't know that y'all can hear because I was playing videos last time, so I apologize if you can't. The past, I don't know how many weeks, couple weeks or so, the computer I use to upload YouTube's is saying USB device not recognizable. It won't recognize my phone, and I googled what that means, and it says you need to update it, and there's no updates on there, so I'm not sure what to do. But yeah, that's why I've been doing it this way for a while, and I'm on kind of a slowdown. I don't have as much motivation to go out and ghost hunt as much because of this. Also, I'm getting irritated with some of the equipment that I bought. Just not the equipment itself, just that the laser grid I returned to Amazon because they you really need a building to do it in. I was thinking I could sit in a graveyard, and I didn't really picture how long the laser would be, but no, you can't do that without attracting attention from cars unless you're in a building. So I returned that. I got a $20 shortwave radio, shortwave / AM / FM, and I looked at it on Amazon. I said, okay, that one won't work. And then I googled how to make a spirit box from an AM radio, and that same one popped up on Amazon. The comments, some guy or girl, some person says, this works great as a spirit box. It's scan function. There was about 2 other commenters that commented on him verifying it. So when he says scan, I thinking he means auto scan, because it's supposed to scan like it, because when a spirit talks, if you're hearing little bits of radio stations, because it's scanning, and then you hear a sentence like you ask how you died, and it says, I got in a car crash. Okay, so that amount of time it went over 4, 5, 6 stations, So, okay, that sentence didn't just come from a radio station. That's when you say, okay, I personally think that's fucking paranormal. That's how I think real spirit boxes work, but I never owned one, just from ghost shows and YouTube. So I think they have the auto scanner, and the one that's $94 or $95, I'm not paying for that one, at least not right now, unless I have like a crap ton of money. And I say, okay, I'm just gonna spend $95 on this, and I don't see that happening. So I bought this one for $20, and I got all the way out to Bradenton, to Manasota Park, about a 40-minute drive, give or take. And I turned it on, and I messed with it for about 18 minutes. Okay, it doesn't have a scan function. It has a scan, like, just a click function. Scan, like you turn the stations, like on your car, the tune function or whatever it's called. Yeah, every radio has that, but when he says that, he makes it sound like there's the auto scanner. That's what it's supposed to have. So I got there expecting that, all excited, and it didn't have that, so I returned that. So I'm just disappointed, but at least I have my ghost balls and my EMF meter. That's all I have for now. Of course, I'm going to get more equipment in the future, but the next things I get is not going to be a thermal cam or a ghost grid. It's going to be stuff that's useful in graveyards specifically. So I just got to put a lot more thought into that. Something I really want is something like those spy headphones that amplify sound ×8. I have heard voices in those distinctly, but the last time I checked Amazon a month and a half ago, it says, and I owned one years back, it said frequently returned item, and I think that I can't even remember, but I think that's what happened to mine, because it was 3.5, 4 years ago. But I think that's what happened after about between 6 and 10 months of having it. It was just crap, I think that's what happened to it, because I know I wouldn't just toss it for no reason. So I I'm trying to think if I donated it. I don't think I donated it, but either way, it says frequently returned item on Amazon, so I'm not going to order anything that says that. But that's what I want the most as far as equipment for graveyards, as my next thing that I get. I want something that can do sound amplification, not just a regular recorder, but something that can do it at least that amount or greater times 8. I just got to do more research. But anyways, I'm not gonna keep you guys waiting. This video, Manasota Memorial Park the other night. The balls blinked one time. Also, I'm going to mention, sorry, okay, right there, it's a big, I think it's one person's grave. I was driving by it with my EMF meter last Friday, which wasn't this night, this was 2 nights ago. That was, or no, I'm sorry, it must have been last Wednesday or Thursday. This was 2 nights later. Anyways, I was driving by there that night, holding my EMF meter out my car. If you hold it to the radio, it will blink red and go up. The EMF meter is EMF, electricity, and temperature, and then on the bottom UT. I'm not positive what UT means, but I was holding out my window passing this area and it was blinking red. And I looked at it and it said UT 0.44, and then I drove around, and on the opposite side of the lap it would blink again. It blinked again, but I didn't catch what numbers it said. I was just trying to look around and see if there was anything electric, and there's nothing around for hundreds and hundreds of feet. I can't even think what the closest electric thing would be to either of these areas. And then that part didn't. I drove around it about 3 or 4 times to circle or square, and that part it didn't happen to. But where I am in this video, it happened a second time, but I passed it about 4 times total, maybe even 5 times. I think 4 times, and it happened twice. And when I looked at it and paid attention to the numbers, it said 0.44 UT. And when I put the thing to my radio, it will say 1.6 and up to 2.62 UT. I don't know. I might sound stupid because maybe it's a low reading and it was blinking red because it's like just detecting something. I don't know how high that is. I know volts, like, because you can compare those to batteries, 9 volts, and their temperature, you can compare it to what it's supposed to be, to ice, to fire. UT, I don't know what that means, but it was at 0.44, so I just wanted to share that with everybody. I don't know if I would say it's paranormal or not, because I don't know how high that is or what UT means. But anyways, it happens. The ghost balls in this video, somewhere around the I think between the 4 and 5 minute mark. There's the grass where I'm pointing, about 4 or 5 feet in front of my finger. That's what I'm waiting for. And the ghost balls, they're fun. They're fun. A lot of things I do believe are live responses. I personally believe, videos I have. But there's so much, waiting, and I like to switch it up. EVPs are more waiting. And when you go out 40 minutes away and do EVPs for 40 minutes to an hour and you don't get anything, come home, it sucks. So that's why I don't do regular EVPs, but sometimes, just barely ever. But I like the sound amplification thing. There it goes. So I'm looking into that. Oh, well, there goes one. Thank you very much. Someone's touching that. Grass kind of tall right now. So but if you guys look through my videos, a lot of them, they happen, right after or shortly after I ask, can anyone touch these? And I believe it's paranormal unless these balls are just crappy. They don't say anything like frequently returned items, so I believe that it's paranormal. But anyways, that's all I have for now, and I apologize for some slowness lately. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and God bless y'all.